What's going on, YouTube? Debonair D coming back at you with another video. And I was just making a video that's probably already posted, but I was making a video just talking about no porn, man. And I just started thinking about a lot of the different articles and forum posts and threads and things that I've seen on the internet in the past few years. And I see a lot of people talking about God mode. And for those of you who aren't aware of what God mode is, you know, it's just as the name suggests, it's basically just becoming like a god amongst men, you know, being powerful, being dominant, being confident, being basically everything that that an average man would desire to be. You achieve that for long periods of time. That's what God mode is. And um, you know, I feel like I've achieved what uh, my own personal idea of what God mode is in the past few months or so. Really about the past year. So I wanted to just make like a very small mini series talking about the different things that I've personally used to achieve God mode. And just like the last video that I just made on my channel, um, one very important thing to achieving God mode, man, you got to get rid of the PMO. You got to do NOFAP. You got to do no porn. And in my own personal opinion, in my own personal experience, the best I've ever felt in my life is also doing no porn, doing no FAP, and participating in semen retention while having sex with girls. For me, that's just, I just felt amazing. And I'm not currently participating in semen retention. I'm actually, today is day one again for me. But the best I ever felt was the 6 months where I went with no semen spillage at all. I didn't have one ejaculation for 6 months. And let me tell you guys something, man. I felt incredible. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, I've said it many times on my channel. Like I said, you can go back and watch past videos. But the reason why getting rid of PMO, which is porn, masturbation, orgasm, is so beneficial for a man, women as well, but it's so beneficial for a man is because, well, you guys can go back to my last video and look at why porn is so detrimental to the to a man's psyche, but mentally and physically. But as far as masturbation and orgasm goes, it's a well-known fact that semen is a man's life force, if you will. When you look at different Eastern philosophies, one thing that they always talk about is how a man's semen is his source of vitality. A man's semen is his source of energy. It's what drives us to go day to day. Our sexual energy is very important. And we've all experienced this before. Think about before you watch porn, you jack off, you have sex. Think about how energetic you are. Think about how many goals you can accomplish. Think about how much energy you have to go out and talk to women, be with women, enjoy their company, and how quickly all of that just diminishes twofold, maybe even more than that, the minute you orgasm. The second you orgasm, you feel drained, you feel relaxed, you feel calm, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you have to understand that us as men, we were engineered, if you will, we evolved to be, you know, the only reason for us to have sex is for procreation, period. We're not meant to just have casual sex. That's not really what we're made for. Our sole purpose here on earth is to procreate, to have children, to reproduce. Now, of course, a man does his part in reproduction by ejaculating semen. We all know this, right? Welcome to science class with Debonair D. But anyway, when you get rid of that, you just lose your purpose in life of a certain sense. When I did semen retention, after just 2 weeks, but especially 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, your skin gets better. It gets brighter. You have a deeper glow. Your eyes are better. You see better. Just your visual perspective is just so heightened to the point where it feels like you have on glasses. You know those glasses you see on TV that enrich colors? It feels like you have those glasses on permanently. You sleep better. You're stronger. You have more endurance. Just everything that makes you a man is heightened. Your testosterone goes up. And that's because your body has more purpose. You haven't spilled your life force. You haven't dispelled the very essence that makes you into a man. So it's very important that if you want to go to the next echelon, you want to go to the next level, you want to heighten yourself, I would definitely encourage you guys to participate in semen retention. And that doesn't mean don't have sex with girls, because like I told you guys, the longest I did semen retention was for 6 months. But during my time of doing it, I was still having sex. The first 3 months I didn't do anything. I spent the first 3 months just completely cleansing myself and just getting acclimated to not watching porn, not masturbating, not orgasming, just completely working on myself. I was going through a lot at that time in a positive way. Like, I was just taking the time to meditate, to exercise even more than I usually did, and just have a cleaner diet. So it was just kind of like a period of introspection. But after those first 3 months, after I felt like I completely conquered my addiction, those first 90 days, I went on to having sex with girls. But instead of finishing, I would get to the point, I kind of did like a sense of edging with girls. So I wouldn't just orgasm. When I got close, I would stop, slow down, and reset. So not only did this increase the amount of pleasure that I could give to women, because the sex period went from 30 minutes to an hour to seriously being 3-4 hours long, but also it just gave me an opportunity to have the best of both worlds. I could have sex with a girl, I could experience all of the pleasure that intercourse has blessed us to have, blessed us to receive, but also I got to walk away and still have my sense of clarity, to still have my drive, to still have that sexual energy to go accomplish all of my goals, to play sports. You know, when you have porn and when you watch porn, when you have sex, whatever, and you orgasm, your dopamine receptors are just completely fried after that. That's why you get so lazy after doing. It's not that bad with sex, but when you watch porn and you orgasm, that's why afterwards you just don't have the inclination to want to do anything, because your dopamine receptors are shot. Your dopamine is a certain hormone it's a chemical that's released in your brain that gives you that sense of accomplishment, that drive, just that determination. So when you completely zap it with orgasming, you lose a lot of the sexual energy that you could otherwise have had you just retained your semen. So like I said, for 6 months, I did complete semen retention, man, and I was stronger in the gym. I had more endurance. You know, if you guys go to my channel, you guys see I do boxing, MMA, and things. The most I could box, just traditional boxing, was about 15 rounds. If I was actually fighting somebody, I could only go about 15 3-minute rounds, right? After doing this, seriously, within about 3 weeks, I was up to doing 25 rounds nonstop. So my endurance almost doubled within 3 short weeks, and it just kept going up and up and up. My strength was going up and up and up. So I healed faster. I mean, just basically everything that makes you a man is increased. It's like taking a power up in a video game. It's unbelievable how much you you progress throughout life, especially mentally. Your cognitive function is just it's through the roof. Your memory's better. You retain information better. You learn things easier. Different languages are easier to learn. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of benefits you get from semen retention. So for all of you guys who have been talking about achieving God mode, there's no way around it. If you want to achieve God mode as a male, it is very important that you do semen retention. And I might make some more videos talking more in depth about my experience. I do want to make a video talking about my 6-month experience, but you know, if you don't want to wait for my videos, look up there's a lot of great channels out there, different posts on Reddit, different groups, different websites that talk about how you do semen retention, and most importantly, how you do semen retention with a girl, because it's definitely a science that has to be mastered. It's an art. So look all of these up, man, and try this out for yourself. I challenge all of you guys to go, I would say 3 weeks, 21 days without orgasming one time. No edging, no porn, not even having sex. Go 3 weeks and just see how great your body feels. And you'll be surprised about the amount of progress you can make mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I appreciate you guys watching as always, man. Peace.